Hello, happy people. This is Mr. Wilcox coming to you again from my kitchen table. We're going to continue talking about multiplying polynomials today. Today, we're going to use the FOIL method. So, last time we talked about the box method, and if you use the FOIL method only today, I'm okay with that. If you really like to be a boxer or use the box method, I'm okay with that. If today you find out you really like the FOIL method, I'm okay if you use the FOIL method. You just have to know one of the ways to multiply polynomials and make sure it works for you. So, with that being said, here's what the FOIL method is. The FOIL method is an acronym, and here's what it stands for. I'm going to pause now so you can pause the video, write it in your notebook, and when you're ready, hit play again. So to multiply using the FOIL method, like I said, FOIL is an acronym, and it works best when you're multiplying two binomials. In fact, it's the only time it works. So that bi means two, nomial means term. So in each parenthesis, we should have only two terms. Whereas boxing yesterday, we had three terms, and it doesn't matter how many terms there are in each parenthesis because we can add boxes or we can take boxes away. Whereas with FOIL, it only really works if you have 2 and 2. And here's why. Because to FOIL, we're going to take the first terms and multiply them together, then the outside terms and multiply them together, then the inside terms, and then finally the last. So notice first, outside, inside, and last spell the word FOIL, and that's what makes up that acronym. And so we need to remember those words while we are multiplying. And then just like the box method, we're going to combine our like terms to simplify. So that's going to make a whole lot more sense with this example. So our example is 2x plus 3 times 4x plus 1. Notice there are only two terms in each parenthesis. So the F in FOIL stands for first. So the first terms are the ones that show up first in each parenthesis. So I'm going to take my 2x times my 4x. And 2x times 4x is 8x squared. 2 times 4 is 8. And then remember, this is x to the first times x to the first. Two powers with the same base. So I'm going to add my exponents, which are both hidden ones, to get 2. All right. So O in FOIL stands for outside. So the outside terms are my 2x and my 1. So 2x times 1 is 2x. All right. I in FOIL stands for inside. So my inside terms are my 3 and my 4x. They're on the inside of the problem. So 3 times 4x is 12x. And L in my FOIL stands for last. So 3 times 1 is 3. And then we combine our like terms to write our answer. So the only like terms we have are 2x and 12x. So my final product is going to be 8x squared plus 14x plus 3. So my product is a polynomial. Powers go 2, 1, 0 for the constant. There are no more like terms. So this is simple as it gets. And the number one reason why I like to FOIL better than the box, because if you look up here, you have some hair and your polynomials. There's some eyes and there's a nose and there's a smiley face. So factoring should make you happy because you always get a smiley face. All right, we're going to do one more example together of using the FOIL method. So our last example is 4x minus 1 times x plus 5. So again, my F stands for first. So the first term in each parenthesis. So I'm going to take my 4x times my x. Remember, there's hidden ones on these x's. So if I take 4x times x, I get 4. And x to the first times x to the first. I add my exponent, so I get 4x squared. All right. O stands for outside, so those are the ones that are on the outside, so 4x and 5. 4x times 5 is 20x. My I stands for inside. So I'm going to take my negative 1 times x, and negative 1 times x is negative 1x. And then finally, I have my last. Last is negative 1 times 5. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. So now if I combine like terms, which are 20x and negative 1x, because they have the same variable, it's at the same power, then my answer simplifies down to 4x squared plus 19x minus 5. So I have a polynomial product with my powers going from biggest to lowest, so 2, 1, 0, and there's no more like terms, so this is my answer. All right, so that's the FOIL method. Still have a smiley face up here. So again, try the FOIL method today. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it after today. You could always box. Otherwise, if you like foiling over boxing, you can foil. I don't care which way you use, as long as you can multiply. So I hope you're happy, I hope you're healthy, and I hope you have a great day.